Hee-ree-ho-row, my bonny wee girl. Hee-ree-ho-row, my fair one. Will you come away with me, love, to be my own, my rare one?
Daisies often represent love, and Pictou County has a special love for the late multi-talented musician Fleur Mainville. In Pictou County, daisies have become a symbol to show the love and support for the musician who was first diagnosed with carcinoid cancer in 2008. On January 21, 2015, she lost her battle to cancer.
First time I've ever met her, she was about 15 or 16, and I was at a variety concert. And there was a little girl who was going to play the fiddle, and she didn't have anybody to accompany her. So there was a piano player there who said, oh yeah, I should be able to handle this, whatever she does. So anyway, once she got going, the piano player couldn't keep his eyes on the keys. He kept turning around to see if they swapped fiddle players, because she was just so good even at that age.
She had a big influence and kind of brought the fiddle more mainstream to maybe other instruments, like playing with the drums or playing with whoever versus just playing with a guitar player or piano player, which is what you typically get in like Cape Breton. And I think she had a big influence because she was always center stage. She always made the fiddle just sing. She was such a great teacher, but she was also such a phenomenal musician, and sometimes you don't get that. I think Fleur instilled it in most, or if not all, of her students that music is a gift that you'll never forget.
She could just create excitement and fun everywhere she went. Backstage of the DeCoste, just joking with her on stage and laughing with her while we're on stage, and like leaning over and saying something to her, she'd lean over to say something to me, and just like we kind of try to crack each other up all the time on stage, and just that camaraderie like all the time. I'll miss that.
Thank you so much for joining me for the East Coast Road Trip. I'm your host, Fleur Mainville. I've got a great show lined up for you today, so get ready to tap your toes and warm up your vocal cords and sing along to some of your favorite songs, and get ready to be introduced to some new songs and artists you're soon going to call your favorites.
94.1 East Coast FM, there's Ashley George and Parallel. Now looking forward to Ashley performing once again this year at the 2015 Pictou Lobster Carnival.
He had a great handle on what was happening in the music scene, and a lot of great friends that were musicians, and you know, some that weren't getting radio play, and yeah, she gave them a voice and gave them airtime, and the show was so well done. And it was so Fleur. You could hear her smiling when she spoke and when she was playing the music, and she always though promoting others.
And what is your favorite song of Fleur's?
Oh, Black is the Color. I really liked the version she did of that, and that was like a traditional tune that she kind of worked up an arrangement for. Well, we worked on it together here, and I always really liked that recording, and it was definitely for Andrew too, right? Because like they were so in love and everything. So
I went into our triage room at the Glasgow Hospital, and there was a nurse there. His name was Andrew, and I did this. I came home. I called my mom. I had a little vomit on my shirt. I called Mom. I'm like, I met somebody, and my mom's a cute little French lady who's here tonight. not to care? What did the doctor say? And so last year, July 29th, Andrew and I were married.
Everyone that you talk to would say that she was so charismatic and vibrant, and and I think that's why you find that Pictou County misses her so much, because at the end of the day, she's gone, but yet she left such a legacy that people will never forget. She always had that way of making sure that everyone knew, maybe exactly how great they were at what they did, and shared that with everyone that she met, whether it was the farmer's market or whether it was, being a teacher or being a musician or even being on the radio. And I think that's why so many people miss her, because they know exactly how much she touched everyone's lives in Pictou County.
She just made everybody feel like a star. Whether you were listening to her, she was, praising about her students, or it was always somebody else that she was showcasing, and she'd come in and she'd talk about me on the air. Like, she just was always a champion of this community and the people that live here.
I know when we played at DeCoste Center, a lot of times she would invite some of her younger fiddlers to come, and she would ask them to come and play a tune sometime during the set, and they'd be down there just ready to go, and she'd brag them all up to her, and get them up on stage, and they played their piece. Well, boy, when they got off that stage, their feet weren't even touching the floor, because they thought they were a rock star.
How was she as a teacher?
Good.
Good. And why was she a good teacher, do you think?
She's funny.
Can you remember anything funny that she did?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are some funny things that she's...
When I left, wait, no. When I came in, she would say, "Oh no, not Amelia again."
Everything she did, she put in 110%, whether she was feeling 110% or not so much. She never missed an opportunity to, be the best she could possibly be on stage, even when she wasn't feeling that great. She was a star, and later in her musical career, when she started to sing, it was just, we were all in awe of her and this hidden ability that she had. We had no idea, and everything she did with such passion.
She was an incredible singer, but everybody always thought of her as a fiddle player. And then one day she said, "I'm going to start singing." She's like, yeah, you can sing too."
The night that Fleur passed away, I didn't know what to do and how to proceed the next day, because how do you go and tell this community that is in love with her that she's gone? And a lot of people didn't know. And she affected everybody, whether you knew her directly or indirectly. And that first show that we did after she was gone, it was all about her just amazing spirit that will always live on in this community, for sure.
It had to do with remembering somebody by the music that they played. And when the family had asked me, they had music at her wake the whole time, and they had asked if I would kick it off. And I would go out first and be the first one, fairly quiet, but this was a song that I thought I had to do for Fleur, because actually, as I said before, she played on the CD for me, and also every time I hear different tunes on the radio, it'll make me think of Fleur, because we had done those ones. And so this song is called "Play a Song for Me." Won't you stay a while and play a song for me? that tune from time to time. Your feet keep a rhythm, as do mine, and the notes are clear, a melody so true.
Fresh coat and polished brass, sunlit port side, dirty boots and shiny shoes, breaking loose. A cradle on a slipway clear, a high noon tide, a soul up on a roof with the perfect view. And we danced into the night with the Ferris wheel lights. Another toast to the town, with champagne all around, and young hearts fresh in love, tears of goodbye, with all hands journey bound. Then and now, memories like mercury flow straight back to me. Even though the years are miles apart, she was something yesterday, more than a castaway, heading for the breaker's yard, heading for the breaker's yard. So that's an original song that I co-wrote with Jamie Robinson, and it's about just this grand ship that you know, the town watches this beautiful thing being created, you know, and like everybody watched Fleur, you know, and then obviously it just kind of just the life cycle of the ship, kind of this grand ship, whether it be the Titanic or whatever. But that was, you know, Fleur was like the Titanic really in Pictou County, I think. So just incredible how she touched so many people, and I think that, you know, everybody's gonna want to be better because of Fleur. You know, she kind of set the bar high, so we got a lot of work to do. Yeah.
Well, you know, when 4,000 people show up, when it's time to say goodbye, you know you've done something pretty amazing with your life. And she lived 37 years, and not long enough, but boy oh boy did she ever make great use of her time.
It'll be felt for years and years here, and she left behind such a legacy that will inspire people to be better people.
And I feel like right now, it just feels like I haven't seen her for a while, but at the same time, she'll always be here. She'll always be remembered, so yeah.
Gentle